Welcome to Bible in a Year with Scott Purcell. I'm so glad you're joining me. This is a daily reading of portions of the Bible, following a plan that will include the entire Bible in a year. And now, let's open the book and begin our readings. This is the reading for day 86. If your reading is aligned with the calendar year in a non-leap year, this is for March 27th, or in a leap year for March 26th. The Old Testament reading is from Numbers 22, beginning with verse 21, continuing through Numbers 23, verse 26. Numbers 22:21. So Balaam got up in the morning and saddled his donkey, and he went with the princes of Moab. But God became angry because he was going, and the angel of Yahweh stood in the road as an adversary to him. He was riding on his donkey, and 2 servants were with him. The donkey saw the angel of Yahweh standing in the road with his sword drawn in his hand. And the donkey turned aside from the road and went into the field. And Balaam struck the donkey to turn her back to the road. The angel of Yahweh stood in the narrow path of the vineyards with a wall on either side. When the donkey saw the angel of Yahweh, she pressed herself into the wall, and she pressed the foot of Balaam into the wall, so he struck her again. Then the angel of Yahweh went further ahead and stood in a narrow place where there was not a way to turn aside to the right or left. When the donkey saw the angel of Yahweh, she lay down under Balaam. So Balaam became angry, and he struck the donkey with his staff. Yahweh opened the mouth of the donkey, and she said to Balaam, "What did I do to you that you struck me these 3 times?" Balaam said to the donkey, "Because you made a mockery of me. If only I had a sword in my hand, I would kill you right now." The donkey said to Balaam, "Am I not your donkey on which you have ridden all your life until this day? Have I been in the habit of doing this to you?" He said, "No." Then Yahweh exposed the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of Yahweh standing in the road with his sword drawn in his hand, and he bowed down and worshipped to his face. The angel of Yahweh said to him, "Why have you struck this donkey 3 times? Look, I have come out as an adversary because your conduct is perverse before me. The donkey saw me and turned aside from me these 3 times. If she had not turned aside from my face, then I would have killed you and kept her alive." Balaam said to the angel of Yahweh, "I have sinned because I did not know that you were standing to meet me in the road. Now, if it is displeasing to you, I will turn back." The angel of Yahweh said to Balaam, "Go with the men, but speak only the word that I will speak to you." So Balaam went with the princes of Balak. When Balak heard that Balaam was coming, he went out to meet him by the city of Moab, which was on the boundary of Arnon at the end of the territory. And Balak said to Balaam, "Did I not urgently send to meet with you? Why did you not come to me? Am I really not able to honor you?" Balaam said to Balak, "Look, I came to you now. Am I really able to speak anything at all? I speak the word that God puts in my mouth." Balaam went with Balak, and they came to Kiriath-Huzoth. And Balak sacrificed cattle and sheep, and he sent them to Balaam and to the princes who were with him. And it happened in the morning, Balak took Balaam and took him up to Bamoth Baal, and he saw from there the end of the nation. Numbers 23. Balaam said to Balak, "Build for me 7 altars, and prepare for me 7 bulls and 7 rams." And Balak did just as Balaam spoke, and Balak offered Balaam a bull and a ram on the altar. And Balaam said to Balak, Station yourself at your burnt offering, and I will go. Perhaps Yahweh will come to meet me, and whatever he shows me I will tell to you. So he went to a barren height. And God met with Balaam, and he said to him, I have arranged 7 altars, and I have offered a bull and a ram on the altar. Yahweh put a word in the mouth of Balaam and said, Return to Balak, and you must speak thus. So he returned to him, and behold, he was standing beside his burnt offering, he and all the leaders of Moab. And he lifted up his oracle and said, From Aram Balak led me, from the mountains of the east the king of Moab. Go for me, curse Jacob, and go, denounce Israel. How can I curse whom God has not cursed? And how can I denounce whom Yahweh has not denounced? Because from the top of the rocks I see him, from hilltops I watch him. Behold, a people who dwell alone. They do not consider themselves among the nations. Who can count the dust of Jacob, or as a number the 4th part of Israel? Let my life die the death of an upright person, and let my end be like his. And Balak said to Balaam, What have you done to me? I took you to curse my enemies, and look, you have surely blessed them. He answered and said, Should I not speak what Yahweh puts in my mouth? Then Balak said, Please walk with me to another place where you will see them, but you will only see part of them, and will not see all of them, and curse them for me from there. So he took him to the field of Zophim, to the top of Pisgah, and he built 7 altars, and he offered a bull and a ram on each altar. Balaam said to Balak, Station yourself here at the burnt offering, while I myself meet with Yahweh there. Then Yahweh met with Balaam, and he put a word in his mouth, and he said, Return to Balak, and you must speak thus. He came to him, and behold, he was standing at his burnt offering, and the princes of Moab with him. And Balak said to him, What has Yahweh spoken? Then he uttered his oracle and said, Stand up, Balak, and hear. Listen to me, son of Zippor. God is not a man that he should lie, nor a son of humankind that he should change his mind. Has he said, and will he not do it? And has he spoken, and will he not fulfill it? Behold, I have received a command to bless. When he has blessed, I cannot cause it to return. He has no regard for evil in Jacob, and he does not see trouble in Israel. Yahweh his God is with him, and a shout of a king is among them. God who brings them out from Egypt is like the strength of a wild ox for them, because there is no sorcery against Jacob, and there is no divination against Israel. Now it will be said to Jacob and Israel what God has done. Look, the people will rise like the lion. He raises himself and will not lie down until he eats the prey and drinks the blood of the slain. Then Balak said to Balaam, Do not curse them at all, nor bless them at all. But Balaam answered and said to Balak, Did I not speak to you, saying, Whatever Yahweh speaks, I will do? The New Testament reading is from Luke 6, beginning with verse 37 through verse 10 of Luke 7. Luke 6:37. And do not judge, and you will never be judged. And do not condemn, and you will never be condemned. Pardon, and you will be pardoned. Give, and it will be given to you, a good measure, pressed down, shaken, overflowing. They will pour out into your lap. For with the measure by which you measure out, it will be measured out to you in return. And he also told them a parable. Surely a blind person cannot lead the blind, can he? Will they not both fall into a pit? A disciple is not superior to his teacher, but everyone, when he is fully trained, will be like his teacher. And why do you see the speck that is in your brother's eye, but do not notice the beam of wood that is in your own eye? How are you able to say to your brother, "Brother, allow me to remove the speck that is in your eye," while you do not yourself see the beam of wood in your own eye? Hypocrite, first remove the beam of wood from your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck that is in your brother's eye. For there is no good tree that produces bad fruit, nor on the other hand a bad tree that produces good fruit. For each tree is known by its own fruit. For figs are not gathered from thorn plants, nor are grapes harvested from thorn bushes. The good person out of the good treasury of his heart brings forth good, and the evil person out of his evil treasury brings forth evil. For out of the abundance of the heart his mouth speaks. And why do you call me Lord, Lord, and do not do what I tell you? Everyone who comes to me and listens to my words and does them, I will show you what he is like. He is like a man building a house, who dug and went down deep and laid the foundation on the rock. And when a flood came, the river burst against that house and was not able to shake it, because it had been built well. But the one who hears my words and does not do them is like a man who built a house on the ground without a foundation, which the river burst against, and immediately it collapsed. And the collapse of that house was great. Luke chapter 7. After he had finished all his statements in the hearing of the people, he entered into Capernaum. Now a certain centurion's slave, who was esteemed by him, was sick and was about to die. So when he heard about Jesus, he sent Jewish elders to him, asking that he would come and cure his slave. And when they came to Jesus, they began imploring him earnestly, saying, "He is worthy that you grant this for him, because he loves our nation, and he himself built the synagogue for us." So Jesus went with them. Now by this time he was not far away from the house, and the centurion sent friends, saying to him, "Lord, do not trouble yourself, for I am not worthy that you should come in under my roof. For this reason neither did I consider myself worthy to come to you. But say the word, and my slave must be healed. For I also am a man placed under authority, who has soldiers under me. And I say to this one, 'Go,' and he goes, and to another one, 'Come,' and he comes, and to my slave, 'Do this,' and he does it." And when Jesus heard these things, he marveled at him. And turning around to the crowd that was following him, he said, "I tell you, not even in Israel have I found such great faith." And when they returned to the house, those who had been sent found the slave healthy. The wisdom literature reading is from Psalm 37, from verse 32 through 40. Psalm 37:32. The wicked watches for the righteous and seeks to kill him. Yahweh will not abandon him into his hand, and he will not let him be condemned when he is judged. Wait for Yahweh and keep his way, and he will exalt you to possess the land. When the wicked are cut off, you will see it. I have seen the wicked acting violently, and spreading himself out like a luxuriant native tree. Then he passed on, and behold, he was not. And I sought him, but he could not be found. Observe the blameless, and look at the upright, for there is a future for a man of peace. But transgressors shall be destroyed altogether. The future of the wicked shall be cut off, and the salvation of the righteous is from Yahweh, their refuge in the time of trouble. And Yahweh helps them, and He rescues them. He rescues them from the wicked and saves them, because they take refuge in Him. This concludes the reading for Day 86. Thank you for listening. These daily readings are made possible by your generous support of the Global Outreach Ministry of Scott Purcell. To partner with us and enable this work and others like it, please visit huttobible.com/give and select Go Pastor Support from the fund list. You can also sign up for ministry updates at scott-purcell.epistle.org/subscribe. Both of those links can be found in the podcast description. Thank you for helping us share God's Word.